All right, now welcome to SC Custom Designs, where we are going to continue the project called this antique spinning wheel. So in the first episode, and please look up the first episode and the ongoing episodes on how to repair a spinning wheel. And the main part of the spinning wheel over there, which through the many years it's in its existence, is actually not doing too bad, other than a nice paint job. This part here does have a crack in it. I don't know what its purpose is because, well, I didn't grow up using spinning wheels. But the part that was really compromised was the wheel. So I extracted the rails or posts, whatever you want to call them, spindles, from the wheel, and I managed to damage one of them. So I glued that up. We talked about that in episode number 1. Shortly I'm going to mount my camera because I can't work with one hand. And so we also talked about the idea that we needed to hollow these guys out, because what was inside of this, and this goes in the middle, okay? These spokes basically had this part broken off inside of there. There were only 2, maybe 3 that were like this. Okay, so naturally I'm going to have to cut that off, and we'll talk about that shortly. Another thing I'm doing is extracting any of the nails that are still inside. You can see that there's a nail there, so that's the last nail I'll be able to take out. Then I'm going to have to make all of these the same length. So I'm going to achieve that by coming over to the chop box. And I'm just going to take a very, very thin, and I have to make sure they're all going to be the same length off of both sides. Just sort of shave it like deli meat. I'm pretty sure I'm going to hit parts of nails at some point that I can't find. All right, they're probably broken off inside there. So I need to clean all that up so that when I come back here and to glue it to this, I'll be all set. All right, so that being said, I'm going to have to sand down and see what we can do to fix that. Oh, look, here's a piece of one of the nails here. You can see there. Okay, so, but we're not working on that at the moment, the actual wheel part. Working on the spokes. I want to show you what I did, my solution to, when I go to reattach these, I'm going to need to be able to get in there. So what I decided to do, in other words, replicate this. What I decided to do was to hollow out. One of these guys has been hollowed out, if not a couple of them. This one, here we go. And I'm not too concerned that it's not exactly in the middle, nor at the exact angle. It's not really going to matter at the end of the day down here. But I need to hollow that out and then stick inside of it. What I think I'm going to be doing is sticking inside of it a dowel. Okay, so I think I figured out that this guy's too thick. Okay, he won't fit inside. I mean, almost does. This guy definitely fits inside. Okay. I can also go over to where I have other dowels back there. So that's the idea, is we're going to hollow that out, glue that in there, leave some of it available so that it can then go into here. So that's what I'm working on now there. Then how can you safely, hollow these things out? Okay. And by the way, each one of these spindles, they're different sizes. They're just not the same. But how can I safely hollow that out? I came up with this system. I made myself a little fence, and all I have to do is slide it up into the router bit, which is what I did yesterday. And it hollows out that cavity, okay? And I'm pushing it all the ways back in there like this. I can pretty much safely do that. Now, you may have noted that this is not your normal router table. Look at the orientation of the router. The router is parallel. This is a parallel router table. Traditionally speaking, router tables are vertical. So the router is put into the system, into the table like this, and it comes up. And I thought about, well, which one is going to win? Which one am I going to use? This one, without even thinking much, past a couple of seconds, was my safest bet. Okay, so I was just imagining in my head, lowering this into that like that. Now, how am I going to hold it steady? Okay, I can move the fence out. Then I'm going to have to put a block here and a block here. Then I can go straight down like that. Or I could just put these two pieces of board here like this and go ahead and sink that in. So that's how I'm going to deal with that. All right, so this is the current progress of my situation. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take care of those. I don't have much time left on my lunch break. It's what is it, Tuesday or Wednesday? I'm losing track. January. So I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, take care of the spokes there. Going to shave off both ends, make sure they're all going to be the same length. I'm going to finish off taking care of all of this situation here that I just described to you. Okay. And then once that's done, we can go on to the next part of the deal, which will be assembling these to here. And then assembling that to here. Once that's all set there. All right, and so that's where we are. Hopefully you're enjoying my little series here on repairing a spinning wheel. Would be nice to know how old that is. Don't really know how to figure that out, at least at the moment. Thanks for coming into the shop of SC Cousin Designs. Please look up our videos. We have approximately 800. I haven't done a count lately, or because I like to go through projects and make series. I don't know if I have about 15 series at this point of projects where I thought, boy, wouldn't it be nice for my subscribers and potential new subscribers, if you haven't subscribed, appreciate if you subscribe. You can follow me and watch how I work in my wood shop. I think I put in the description of the very first one that you start putting your knowledge together as how you're going to fix the thing, what's the safest way to fix a thing and go about it. So that's what I'm doing. For me, this is a lot of fun to figure those things out. And thanks for watching. Say goodbyes. Shalom aleichem. Take care. Thanks for coming to the shop.